We are outside of City Hall here in downtown Hartford on this September morn. And this past week, having been to the State Museum, I learned what the state motto is here in Connecticut. The state motto is, "He who transplanted is sustained," for a state motto. And I think that's really apropos here in Hartford on this September morn. This is what you have in the yard here. This stone is dedicated to the adventurers who, inspired and directed by Thomas Hooker, left what was then Newton, today it's Cambridge, and journeyed here to Sukiyaki, which today is Hartford. Okay, so you have the founding of this city here by people who transplanted and built a city around it here in Hartford, downtown Hartford, and constantly amazed by the movement around this city, and how you see movement everywhere around this city. I think I mentioned in one of the Google Plus posts I had that I am so happy that they picked Twain here as a traveler and as a navigator, and they didn't put like a pencil in his hand or a cigar in his hand, but they have the pilot wheel from a steamboat behind them. I think I'm very happy that they put Twain as a traveler here, okay, in front of the main library here in downtown Hartford. Okay. It was a special day today here in downtown Hartford at the library, because let's see if we can get in here. Hopefully we haven't been locked out. But the idea, the state motto, tends to like really be underscored today here at the main library in downtown Hartford, because today people are going to be naturalized as American citizens here at the library. So hopefully we can get in and witness this. We got we got the Scottish represented here. Okay. Kilted kilts. Irish are here for self, and here we go. Let's see, we got the idea is to record this without getting in the way. This is something, and I've never seen one of these. I lived in California for how many years? And never saw naturalization event. This is something. So this really underscores the state motto, if anything.
we may abide all legal requirements and perform the oath of allegiance to our new citizens. I call now upon the Deputy Clerk of Court, Mr. Robert Wood, to open said proceedings. Mr. Wood.
All rise. This special ceremony of the Naturalization Court disconnected is now open.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Judge Martinez. Welcome. Be seated. Welcome on this bright and beautiful Citizenship Day to those of you who will become citizens this morning. And welcome to everyone who's here to celebrate with you, your family and your friends. Now, before we get any further, I want to take just a moment to recognize our MC, Ethan Enzer. Ethan, step forward.
Make sure everybody knows who you are.
Today is Ethan's last naturalization before he retires. And he chose to have it here on Citizenship Day at the library. Ethan has 37 years of dedicated service. He began his career with what used to be called the Immigration and Naturalization Service in June 1981 as, here's a title, Seasonal Career Conditional Inspector at JFK International Airport in New York. I guess they weren't sure how he was going to work out. In mid-1999, after numerous impressive career highlights and cases, he was selected as the assistant officer in charge for the INS here in Hartford. He served as acting officer in charge intermittently from then until 2004, when he was named as the permanent field office director for the newly chartered U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Ethan saw opportunities in Hartford for enhanced outreach to community stakeholders, to foster what was then a new initiative involving this library, which would evolve into a close collaborative relationship emphasizing immigrant education, including English as a second language classes, civics classes for citizenship applicants. The success of those programs led to this library becoming the first municipal educational organization to gain non-attorney status to represent people appearing before the Department of Homeland Security. And so that brings us here today. Ethan, thank you. Thank you. And now we begin our ceremony. We'll hear the motions of the Bureau of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services.
Yes. It's my great pleasure to present these 50 candidates for naturalization. Each has been personally examined under oath by a designated officer. Each has demonstrated an understanding of the English language and, less exempt, knowledge and understanding of the fundamentals of history, principles, and form of government of the United States of America. Each has been found to be a person of good moral character, attached to the principles and Constitution, and well-disposed to the good order and happiness of the United States. The investigations of the government have been completed in their cases, and each has been found to meet all the requirements to be naturalized. Your Honor, on behalf of the governments of the United States of America, I respectfully recommend that upon taking the oath of allegiance, the name changes be granted and that all applicants be admitted as United States citizens.
The name changes shall be granted. Mr. Clerk, deliver the oath, please.
Please raise your right hand. I hereby declare an oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen. I support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I bear arms on behalf of the United States required by law, that I perform like battle service in the armed forces of the United States of America required by law, that I perform work of national importance under civilian direction required by law, and I take this obligation freely without any reservation or purpose of evasion. Please say I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Be seated.